Shalom again to all those who are going to be tuning in to this Divine Feminine reading. I took the liberty of glancing at the little booklet before I began so that it can help me gather my thoughts and also say what Spirit wants me to say from here. So I pulled 3 cards, and I also was told to look at the bottom of the deck, so I did that. So I'm going to show that to you guys right now and say what I'm led to say by the Most High. So at the bottom of the deck is White Buffalo Calf Woman, and it says, "The prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance." This is the overall energy of the spread, and that's no lie. All the rest of the cards that I pulled first, I pulled all the cards first, to be honest, and then I was led to look at the bottom of the deck. I also looked up all the meanings, including this one. Basically, this one is saying that when our intentions are in love for not only ourselves, but others who are attached and connected to us on an immediate and an indirect, I should say in a direct and indirect manner, then the actions that we choose to move in and the direction that we choose to move in based upon those intentions will always lead to us manifesting what it is that we need and that we actually are longing for. It also talked about the fact that we don't have to use any type of manipulative tactics to get what it is that we desire. We don't have to struggle even to get what it is that our soul desires. We just need to make sure that our intentions are always pure, filtered with love. Love is not just an emotion. It's not just, feeling happy and giddy. It's steadfast. It's concerned about others. Yes, it's you. Yes, you care about yourself. Yes. But you are also concerned about others because you want them to be able to experience the abundance and or the peace and the freedom that love, pure love, provides and brings for you. You want them to experience that too. So whenever you're making decisions, whenever you're thinking about what am I going to do, your intentions have to be from love of yourself and other people. All right, so that's the overall energy. Again, this is not struggling. You don't have to struggle to get what you want. You don't have to force it to happen. You don't have to make it happen by scheming and plotting. You hold what it is that you desire in your heart close to you, and then you take the actions in love, in concern for yourself and others that you are led to take as a result. And you will be led, your needs will be met, and you'll be led to abundance, which means your needs are met plus more. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I do apologize. My husband came and I had to go and see him back off. But anywho, I'm just going to hop into these other cards. Now, the first card that came out was Marguerite Porret or Poretti. And she is the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So this to me is, hold on, y'all, my eye itching. All right, so this was a message, in my opinion, to tell us that a lot of us are looking for love outside of ourselves. We're depending on spouses. We're depending on significant others, maybe even family, and even just outside sources. We are depending, for whatever reason, on them to give us something that we already have inside. That's for some of you guys. For others, you are giving everybody else this type of love that you yourself desperately long for and desire. But you're not giving it to you. In fact, you don't even, it's like you be thinking that you have to do something for other people. Like you think that you have to do something in order to receive this same type of love that you freely give to others. And this oracle is reminding you, honey bunches of oats. Okay, you already are the love that you are seeking. And the reason that you can say that you long for it is because you already know it exists, because it's you. So this is a reminder that you, my dear sister, you are the love that you are seeking. So instead of passing out this same love that you desire to other people, give it to yourself. Know that you are what you're looking for. Know that you are the one who can give the type of love that you need to you. And then do that. Make time to do that. Please lavish yourself with this divine love that you already have. Lavish yourself with your own love. This next card is pretty much a continuation of that. But more importantly, it talks about clearing away all types of clutter. Things that you don't use anymore. Things that maybe you were trying to get into those things because it was something that was desired by a person that you love. And so you took that on for yourself as, okay, if I do this, then this person will see that I care about them type stuff. And you realize that that ain't really you, no way, because if it was you, you would continue in that path. You would continue. You wouldn't feel the need to prove that you care by even taking it on. For some people, that may be you decided to pick up sewing classes or cooking classes because your significant other feels as though you should have, and this is just random stuff. You could have decided to sign up for a gym membership, not because of yourself, but because of what your partner wants. You may be holding, and that's just some people, you could be holding on to things that you have attached some type of sentiment to that are no longer serving you. What no longer serving you means, for anybody who may not really get what that means, it means it's not helping you, sister. If anything, it's actually keeping you stagnant. It's keeping you from actually moving forward. It's keeping you from actually receiving. It is receiving what it is that you actually desire the most. Right? So this oracle is saying, you know what? It's time for an overhaul. It's time for you to clear out it's time to clear out your energy. It's time to clear out your mind. It's time to clear out your space. It's time to throw away or give away things that you no longer need, that you just been holding on to out of, for some, selfishness. And selfishness doesn't serve us. For others, you've been holding on because you've been thinking that's what you are supposed to do in order to get who or what it is that you desire. But instead, it's only been weighing you down, weighing your spirit down. You're not light as a feather. You're heavy. Your heart is heavy. Your heart is heavy. And as a result, you can't even really help the people that are attached to you. You can't carry out your soul mission and purpose because you're weighed down. And the funny thing is the people who are coming to you, they have the same type of issues that you had or have. And because you're not letting go to receive what it is that you need in this present moment, it's like their baggage on top of your own baggage. This is saying clear it out. It's time to clear it out, honey. If you want to advance, if you want to move forward, if you want to elevate, you got to get rid of some stuff. That's what this oracle is saying. You don't have to hold on to anything. You don't have to keep these things. And like, it's like you're doing it, you think, in good faith. But really holding on to it is really indicating that you don't have faith at all that it is yours, or that it belongs to you, or that you can have it. And in essence, that's the reason why it's not coming. And then following that message is the advice of playfulness. Learning to enjoy yourself, having a little spontaneity. Freeing yourself. Liberating yourself. A lot of us, we become so serious when it comes to relationships, man, whether it's friends, family, or romantic. For the divine feminines, I'm going to say romantic heavily, but especially for anybody that you love out of family or friends or a romantic partner. When we want something so bad, it seems that we hold on to it with a death grip. Like, in fact, you may even try to force it to occur. And then when it doesn't, you're angry. You're not in a playful mood. You don't move in spontaneity. You are instead trying to make something happen. You're trying to force it to happen with your thoughts. You're trying to force it to happen with the things that you may say to your significant other. You may hold them guilty because they're not moving at the time frame that you want them to. And the bad thing about that, this is what Spirit is saying right now. The bad thing about that is, what if these people that you are desiring are not for you at this time? What if you have something else and someone else that you're supposed to be with, and they do too, and you are trying to force. This is not what that card means. This card says, let it go. This card says, let it go and enjoy yourself so that you can be light, playful, so that what you actually so strongly desire can come in quicker. It's that heavy weight that was being mentioned here. It's that heavy weight that you've been holding on to. It's that baggage. It's that thinking that this is what you're supposed to do in order to receive what it is that you're looking for. That's what's actually keeping you bound and keeping you from actually getting what it is that you so desperately desire. Even with this, it said, let it go. It said, clear up space, make room. It says, clear up space and make room, guys. That's emotional room too. A lot of y'all can't get what you want because you're still angry. You're still hurting. In fact, your divine masculine, whoever he may be, you're angry with him. You're mad that he can't see your transformation. And the truth is you haven't truly transformed yet, because when you have, you can operate in this energy. I've experienced this before. We've all experienced it before, like when we are little girls, or, when we're younger, period. Because again, this divine feminine stuff could be male or female. But when you are younger and there is something that you really, really, really wanted, right? It's so funny how we can learn from our youth selves. Yeah, you may desperately want it, right? But there comes a time where you realize that, oh my God, I just have to stop thinking about it, because thinking about it is something about me just steady thinking about it too much. I don't know. But you got something else, like, oh, I really want this. I want to get this 25 cents so that I can get this dollar, so I can get this ice cream type stuff. And then the next thing you know, like, you've been fantasizing about it. But then the moment that something else comes along that's exciting, we can easily snap out of what it is that we want. Ooh, okay. We're moving on to the next thing, and we have a lot of fun. And we're enjoying ourselves. And then before you know it, it seems like it's out of nowhere, but truly it's not. But out of nowhere comes these 4 quarters that you've been hoping to get so that you can run to the store and get this ice cream that you've been eyeing. I don't know if that's gonna, resonate with all of you, but let me see what's another. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Another example of this is maybe you've been begging your parents for a special toy, a toy that you had your eye on. You had imagined the different things and the games and or ways that you would have your toy propped up and set up in your room and all that kind of stuff, right? And you begged them for it for what seemed like weeks. And then all of a sudden, you just stop asking, not because you don't believe it's going to happen anymore. On the contrary, you just made your request known, and then you just move on with whatever your child life involves at that time. You're steady going to school, steady going to class, you're hanging out with your friends, you're doing your life as you must, as you know. And then one day you walk into your room and that toy is on your bed. Or your parents come to you and they're like, hey, I got a surprise for you. And you're like, ooh, what is it? And you kind of already, like, you might have forgotten about it. And for some of us who've always been very intuitive, you may have forgotten, but then Spirit brings back to your memory what you have been asking for. And all of a sudden, there's this slight excitement because you're like, oh my gosh, I think I may know what it is. But you still hold on to that excitement. And sure enough, they take you to the room where they say, go in the room and get this and that for me. You walk in the room, you get it, they open it up, and it's the toy that you were asking them for. And you're so excited. And it happened, and it seemed like it happened so fast because you had actually forgotten about it. This oracle is calling us to just stop holding on so desperately. Stop trying to make this manifest. You don't have to do that. On top of that, for some of you guys, you're absolutely miserable. Your life has been put on hold. You have paused. You don't enjoy yourself. You don't even enjoy life. Every day is like a rainy, gloomy day for you. And if it's not, you have bits and pieces of laughter, but you tune it down and you turn it down because you're like, oh no, I can't experience this right now because I'm waiting to manifest this relationship that I feel like I don't have. Spirit is saying you already are the love that you so desperately desire. Tap into yourself. Love yourself. Let yourself have fun. Let yourself be free to live again. Do something. Live. That's what this card is saying. Live life. This is saying let go of what is no longer serving you, whether that be emotions, whether it is actual materialistic things, or even if it's relationships that are not serving you at this time. It's absolutely okay to drop it. Why? Because this is where that idea of when you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, then you'll know for sure. Let it all go, honey. Let it go so that you can receive what it is that you so desperately desire. First from yourself, and then, of course, when the Most High sees that this is the energy that you're living in, you're going back to being playful, childlike, creative, enjoying yourself, and therefore enjoying God. Then you can be blessed. Because if you're like this, fists closed, really, really tight, or arms folded, or legs crossed, can't nothing get in none of those areas. You can't receive anything. Arms folded, you seem unapproachable. Legs closed, you ain't getting nothing. And I'm not saying to open y'all legs. I know that's probably a horrible thing to say. I'm not trying to say just gap y'all legs open for no anybody. Heck to the motherfucking no. Not saying that. A lot of you guys have let yourselves go. You have totally let yourself go. And I'm talking about spiritually speaking, because of this here access baggage. But even physically speaking, because of this stuff that you've been holding on to spiritually, it has caused you to overeat. It's caused you to drink heavily. It's caused you to self-medicate. It's caused you to just go into a funk and a depression where you're not even moving. You're stagnant in every way, emotionally, mentally, physically. So a lot of y'all done gained weight. When I say y'all, know that I include myself. We have gained weight because we've been sitting around being in this depression, in this baggage mode, in this what we feel like we don't have mode. When we do have it, even this oracle says you already got what you need within your soul, baby. Throw away this other stuff that's outside of you that is no longer serving you, whether it be material, emotional, relationship, or relationships. Throw it all away. Start anew with what you already have inside, with the image of yourself that you got inside at your highest positive vibrating self, and become her. When you begin to have this energy, that is attractive, and you're going to be active, and butterflies are here. So that means transformation too. You're going to transform into somebody so beautiful, who you really are. I'm not saying that any of us are ugly and unattractive, but right now though, in the light that we've been in and the energies that we've been moving in, girl, you ain't cute. And the reason you ain't cute is because you think you ain't cute. Nobody didn't have to tell you that. You think you ain't cute. And really and truthfully, if you're honest, you know you ain't being cute. You know you not. Your attitude is funky because some things haven't happened the way that you thought that they should. Let it go, sis. Drop the bags. Christ said, give your burdens to him. Take on his yoke because his yoke is light. It's easy. All right, guys, that's all I got. Again, understanding that you are the love that you seek and giving it to yourself. In doing that, it'll help you to let go of baggage. It'll help you, to let go of expectations of anybody outside of yourself. That you'll be able to actually give more freely because you'll be filling up your own well, loving yourself like you should. And that's going to make you this beautiful, attractive, light-hearted, fun, spontaneous woman who is going to be attractive. And what will happen is you will actually attract you'll actually attract what you've been so desperately clinging to in this energy. You're going to attract it like that here. And let me make this clear. This may not be who you think it's supposed to be that you attract. Okay? So please stop. Stop trying to force anything to happen with who you think your divine masculine is. Some of us haven't even met our divine masculine because we've still been operating in this energy of baggage and clutter that don't belong to us. This is unhealed issues, unresolved issues. And if you're still hanging on to that, anybody that you meet at this point is still being attracted to that baggage and not who you really are. You ain't even been yourself. Some of us never. Others of us have not been ourselves since we met this other person. Or since we've gone through these other people who have taken from us. Who have told us we were not worthy of love. Who have told us that we weren't attractive. Be it, like I said, emotionally or otherwise. So you got to give this to yourself first so that you can let those lies go. So that you can be open and clear and have the space to receive the abundance that you are desperately desiring. And understand and remember that pure love is what's going to get you all of this. Your intentions have to be pure. They can't be coming from a selfish place. They can't come from this baggage. They really can't. They cannot come from here. All right. That's all I've got. Shalom.